So good evening everyone, this is Pete W here and we are back for the final round of season 2 here in the Late Breakers Club. It is Portugal. Gonna be an amazing race, I'm sure of that. We've had some very good battles in the practice lobbies this week, and I don't see that changing here today in what is the season finale. Now, before we get going, we've got a lot of new drivers joining us. It's fantastic seeing so many people joining this amazing league. So hello to right now in the lobby, we've got Chika, we've got Maniac. My apologies if I've pronounced that wrong, please feel free to correct me. And Super Saiyan 115. Maniac driving in the Alpine, Tricker also in the Alpine, and Super Saiyan debuting in the Red Bull. As always, it's going to be a short 18-minute qualifying followed by a 50% race, which here at Portimao is 33 laps, 15 turns, 2.8 miles, one of the shorter circuits on the calendar, and qualifying times looking like they're going to be in the 115s, 116s. It's going to be some very fast-paced action here. A lot of drivers really believing they've got what it takes to take down the final race of the season. But can they beat our champion? Ali in the McLaren, the man to watch, has won the driver's title with one race to go, and massive congratulations to him and McLaren, who sealed the Constructors' Championship last week with some great racing. Well, my brain has gone blank. Let's check the calendar. My apologies. Schedule. Here we go. So it was at, of course, Abu Dhabi Do. How did I forget that? Yes, I call it Abu Dhabi Do. So, yeah, we saw some great battle in there, and Ali eventually taking a win, which gave him the title. Now, let's have a look at the rest of the standings. We have got driver standings, and Ali, yep, 163 points. His next best driver still with the league is Edin. We're on 118 points. Now Edin, I feel, has second. Simon needs to, who is currently sitting 5th in the league, but Gags has left, and so has Lethal Strike, Ryan Warren, who was our early on champion. But yeah, we've got Simon on 92 points. Then we have got the two Mercedes duo of Smartka and Eddie. It's solid seasons by the two drivers, 66 and 60 points respectively. And battling in the constructors, I do believe 4th is very much on for them. After them, just for looking at drivers still in the league, Slayer Hart in the Kick Sauber on 45 points. Derek Kay in the Haas on 40 points. I want to say Venom, I'm not 100% sure he's still in the league, but he has got 37 points, was one of our earlier leaders of the championship, and I think he won the first race. Then we've got Joey, who was going to be racing his last race with us today, but has been having issues, so is unable to join us, but I know he is watching the stream, so Joey, please feel free. Really been great having you in the league, and I hope we see you back on the racetrack, because you're a solid competitor. I won't forget Las Vegas in your pace there. Then we have got our very own co-owner, Max, on 33 points. His best being a podium earlier on in the season. I want to say at... I don't know what's happened there, but I've just basically dropped everyone in the lobby. Bear with me a second, guys. I'm just going to post in the Discord. Bear with me. Now, getting back to the standings. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Perfect. Just getting another invite. Just gonna rejoin the lobby, guys. Don't know what happened there. Hopefully that does not happen again. That's not happened to me before. Guys, if anyone's watching the stream, could someone send me an invite? Because mine... I don't know what's going on. This has not happened before. Probably is a connection issue. But I'm still on air, so I haven't lost internet connectivity. And so getting back, perfect. Thank you, Edin. Get back in that lobby. Okay, touch wood. Perfect. I think I'm back in. Excellent. Okay, fantastic. Phew. Okay, thank you so much, guys. 3 invites in 30 seconds. That was fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. So yeah, back in the lobby. And where was I? So I was looking at the standings. So let's get back to it. I'm going to get the comments open. We've got a few people watching and commentating. So commenting. Don't do that to you. Don't do that to your viewers. Yeah, I won't edit. I'm really sorry. I won't. I know you want to see how everyone else is doing whilst you're racing hard. Yeah, I don't know what quite happened there. So we are going to be readying it up now. Ooh, perfect. I'm always cheering for you, Edin. What are you talking about? Crazy man. Crazy man. Cheering for all of you guys. So yeah, let's get back to the standings. Yeah, Ben, 24 points. Rennie 18, JP 15 points. Let's see if he can improve on that tonight. And of the remaining drivers still in the league or racing, we've got Hijab on 7 points, Milster on 7 points, Red Bull on 4 points, but he is showing some serious pace here at Portugal. Would be very surprised if we do not see a top 5 minimum. Boaks on 3 points, Slipstream in the Aston Martin yet to score a point. I'm looking to see if my future teammate can do so tonight in his last race for Aston Martin before he treks over to the great British team steeped in history of Williams at season 3. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think who's in the stream tonight. Like I said, we've got a few newcomers to the league, so welcome. And looking forward to seeing how everyone does tonight. Let's have a quick look at constructors. It is tight at the top. 4 teams still battling for second. Alpine in second, but missing Gags. Now Gags has left, so we'll see how the new Alpine drivers handle the pressure. Currently in second in the championship. Aston Martin 145 points, just 7 behind Alpine. Ferrari just 12 points behind Aston Martin on 133, and Mercedes 126. Anyone, I mean, with 44 points available in a race, any one of those 4 teams could potentially take it. It will be that we will see what happens. As always, it's going to be dry weather, guys. We're just going to get some graphics up. And 18 minutes of qualifying. Here we go. 18 drivers on the grid tonight. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Great Friday night racing, and cannot wait to see where everyone is at the end of the race. Okay, so who is out first? We've got a Kick Sauber out very early, and that is Maxarat. Let's sit on board with the young man, see how he flies through these 15 corners, getting his tyres ready. Now, tyre wear is really low here at Portugal, we found. Definitely a one-stop strategy, soft, medium. A good choice. Medium soft even. For those drivers not liking the mediums, hards are a good option as well. I found myself did 24 laps on the hards in one of the sessions, more than easily. Okay, that one. And a lot of drivers getting out on track very quickly. We've got a McLaren as well. Who is that? first car. So Max and Red Bull, as in typical Pete fashion, I will be comparing times between the two drivers through sectors 1 and 2. And we'll see who takes it, unless one of them actually makes a whoopsie. And then we've got an Aston Martin, who I want to say is maybe Ben Hardy, or Slipstream. So, Max down to turn 1, full throttle, really going for it. You don't want to catch too much of the curb on the inside, otherwise it does kind of throw you off your line and lose quite a bit of speed for it. But that was a very solid line there by Max, coming through to the end of Sector 1. Definitely the shortest sector. It's going to be a 21.949, and where is Red Bull? 21, 2 tenths up, or no, tenth and a half up on Max. He's going to come through Sector 2 now. The twisty turns down. This sector is so easy to mess up, getting too much of the curb. I find oversteering it to be kind of crazy, and definitely something that has to be mastered to ensure good traction. So 51.516. What about Red Bull? 51.589. So Red Bull's lost some time in that second sector to Max, and Max will be the first driver to cross the line, keeping it in limits. And we're looking at, for Max, coming towards the last corner, and it's going to be a 116.872. Who is the... that is Ben Hardy in Sector 3 as well. Red Bull going 28,000 slower than Max. Ben Hardy at 117.757. We got drivers coming through thick and fast. Who is the next Ferrari? That is JP at 117.414. Slayer Huck at 118.289. We've got Ali coming through now. I think he's going again, because this is a slow lap from the McLaren champion. 119.746. Decay coming up through to the light. He is definitely going to be going again. What about Eddie? Eddie is in Sector 1. Tricker is coming through Sector 2. What is the Alpine driver going to produce here? Let's sit on board with him. Slipstream just finished his lap, and he beats his teammate just at 117.462, just 400ths behind JP. Oops, sorry, we went too far there. Tricker coming up through the last turn. Is Smartico ahead of him? Nope, that's going to be Eddie ahead of him. Where does Eddie go? Eddie goes 5th with 117.593. Tricker going 6th with 117.670. How about Smartico? He's the next driver. I think actually we've got a few drivers on lap. Decay is through Sector 1. Where is Smartico? Smartico in Sector 2. Super Saiyan and Edin. Oh, nice. Aggressive line now. I think Edin is just ahead of Smartico. So 51.597. Quite a way ahead. I think 51, so about a second up. So Edin, where is he going to produce here? He's signed 22 seconds, but it's a good lap time through Sector 2 so far. And coming around the last turn, full throttle down to the line, harvesting now out of DRS, and it's going to be a 116.988. Third driver to break the 117 barrier, and takes up third place. Ali. Is he on a lap? Maybe, I'm not sure. What about Super Saiyan? He is coming around the last turn. What is the Red Bull driver going to produce here? 11th for 118 flat. Not a bad lap from the debutant. Hijab is on his out. He is on the lap. He's just started. We've got Simon as well. Simon currently basically sitting third in the league, I want to say, behind VDV and Edin. So, can Simon put in a podium-worthy performance tonight? Let's see as we come around Sector 2. A lot of activity on track, lots of cars, or still 10 cars on track, 18 drivers total. So, Simon coming through Sector 59.968. What about Hijab? What can a Williams driver do? 52.470. So I'm thinking Simon has definitely messed up somewhere. So let's get on board with Hijab, see what the Williams driver produces here coming through this last sector. Showing some decent pace here at Portimao this weekend. And down the last turn, it's going to be in the 117s, I think. 117.881, good enough for 10th. Pip Smart to catch 10th. We've got Simon on a lap. Is he going again? Let's see. He's just about to come to the end of Sector 1. Is he up on his lap? He is 9 tenths up. Wow. Okay. Milso, where are you? You're in Sector 3 as well. You're coming round to the finish line. 52 flat through Sector 2. But were harvesting towards the end. And that's good enough for 9th. A 117.617. The gap between 5th and 12th, just over half a second. Between 5th and 11th, less than half a second. That is going to be some tight racing down these streets to Portugal. Simon has invalidated Maniacs in the garage. Have we got anyone on a lap checker? Maybe Slipstreaming's on an out lap. Ali up to 4th. A 117.141 from the McLaren driver. So after the kind of the first round, drivers now on their second run. Max leads the chart on a 116.872, just 28 thousandths ahead of Red Bull, with Edin less than a tenth behind. Is he going to pip him here? No. 116.885, 13 thousandths, 28 thousandths separating the top 3 right now. This is some amazing reason. What about Red Bull? He is coming through Sector 2. He needs to find less than half a tenth. He's 4 thousandths down, but I mean, we're looking at tiny gaps here, such tiny gaps. What can Red Bull produce? Let's sit on board. Let's stay on board with him to see as he comes around the last few turns. In about 10 seconds, we're going to know a great line there, utilising all of the track. And a 116.551. He found 3.5 tenths in that final sector. What a lap there by the McLaren driver to take provisional on pole. Trick ahead into bit. Slipstreaming's on a lap. Let's sit on board with the Aston Martin driver. Can he improve? He only needs to find half a tenth to pip JP to 5th. But it's close behind him. Like I said, the gap between 5th and 12th is less than 6 tenths. I mean, the gap between 5th and 16th is less than a second. That's how tight this racing is going to be here tonight, folks. And it's going to be 33 laps of high intensity. What can Slipstream do through Sector 2? We've got Max. He is immediately responding to Red Bull's first fastest lap. He wants to get that pole position. Slipstream nearly 2 tenths up. Now this kind of puts him in Ali territory. The track is speeding up, always does in quality. If he can get these corners right, could he pip Ali for 4th? He needs to find about 3 tenths. Coming down the last long right-hander, sorry. And full throttle, harvesting. This is going to cost the Aston Martin driver. And does he improve? He does by just over a quarter of a second. He is 33 thousandths behind Ali. Max is on his outlap. Eddie is on a lap. Eddie's coming through Sector 2 now. We've got Ben on a lap as well in Sector 2. Let's sit on board with him. Slayer Hart about to come through the lap. He has just set a 117.953, good enough for 12th. What about Ben? He's half a second up. Wow, this is going to put him close to his teammate. What can the Aston Martin driver produce here? Eddie also in Sector 3, so let's sit back on board with Ben. And down towards the last turn, long right-hander. And where's this going to put Ben? 4th. Wow. 117.112 from the Aston Martin. Eddie, a 117.547. Proves his time, not his place, still a 10.5 down on JP. Decay popping in there in the middle, no. A 117.484, 700th behind JP. Who else is on a lap? We've got Tynes coming thick and fast. Martin improves as well to a 117.351. And let's sit on board with Max. Where is he? Oh, that's a slide out of the turn there, but he is just under a tenth up. He needs to find a couple more attempts if he's going to be challenging Red Bull. Can he get a bit of a slipstream off of his teammate who's just ahead, Slayer Hart? Slayer Hart also on a lap, or is that an in lap? I think that is an in lap. So what can Max produce here? Can he improve? Last turn caught a bit of curb. Nope, he is bailing from that lap and he is in the pits. So Super Saiyan is up. Wow, Super Saiyan is up to 6th in his debut in the Red Bull. He has gone a 117, 173, 1,000 faster than Slipstream. Less than half, just under half, over half a tenth separating 4th and 7th now. Wow. Who else have we got? We've got Milster. Is Milster on a lap? He has just started a lap. He's harvesting, so I don't think he is. We've got Manik, he's about to start a flying lap. Hijab has invalidated. Slayer Heart is 2 tenths down on his sector 1 time. What about Simon? Simon is 3.5 seconds up on his sector 2 time. And he improves on time, just about on position. He's up to 17th. Really struggling with his track is Simon. About a second down on the leaders in the Red Bull. So we've got Eden on that. He's 56 thousandths up through sector 1. What about... Oh, wow. Okay. I know, we've got both of them all now. Red Bull has invalidated. So, Eden. He needs to find about 4 attempts. 3.5 attempts. He's already got enough to pip Max if he can hold it together through sector 2. He's a 10th and a bit up. Is he going to go sub? Is he going to go and take provisional pole from Red Bull in the McLaren? Yeah, I know how ironic that sounds. Coming down the right hander, sweeping through full throttle down to the finish line, and is having to harvest. What can he do here? It's going to be second at 116.686. Hijab is on a lap. Has just started. What about Simon? He does not look to be on a lap. Boakes has just started as well. So we've got 2 Williams on a lap, literally right next to each other on the track. Will Boakes be getting a bit of slipstream? So 55 thousandths up there for Boakes is down. He, I think, is not on a fast lap. So let's start on board with Hijab. Oh, actually, we've got Red Bull on a lap as well. He has invalidated, sorry. So, no, we will start on board with Hijab. Currently sitting in 15th place in the Williams. Six tenths up for the Williams driver. If he can hold that sort of pace, he's going to be challenging Slipstream in 7th. What can our man in the Williams produce here in his last race for Williams in the Raging Bulls League on the Friday nights? 8th, just 1/10 behind Slipstream. 117.269. What about Tricker? He is coming in through sector 2, currently up on sector 1. Boakes has just started his lap. We will keep an eye out. We've got Slipstream just started as well. He is up in sector 1. Now, the gap between 4th and 7th between the Aston Martins is 6 hundredths of a second. It's going to be close between these 4. We've got 3 minutes left of qualifying. What can Slipstream produce here? Coming down to the end of sector 2. Let's actually have a look at the others. Boakes is in sector 2. Tricker is coming through the last 10. He's 2 tenths up on his time nearly. Now that will propel him up to 9th. That is how close it is. Currently sitting in 13th. That could propel him up to 9th. Maybe even 8th if he's got enough left in the tank in terms of the ERS. 9th. 117.321. Smartica now heading out to respond. Boakes down on his final lap. Will he go again by a Slipstream? If I'm not wrong, he is now coming through. He's 2 tenths up on his time. Where is this going to put? He has improved to 3rd. 116.716 for the Aston Martin. Great lap there. Super Saiyan has just started. Hijab up to 8th. Tricker up to 9th. We've got Slayer Heart on a lap. He is coming through sector 1. What time is he going to produce at any improvement? 5 tenths down. Boakes is into the pits. We've got Max out. Okay, so we've also got Super Saiyan. He is down 1.5 seconds, so I don't think he's going. I think he's looking for another lap. Hijab, I don't believe will be. Tricker is definitely down. JP, 117.414. What is he going to produce here through sector 1? Was currently sitting 4th earlier. He's 43 thousandths up. What about Max? 2 of them will be teammates next season. And if I'm not wrong here, I want to say he is right on the tail of JP. He is right on the tail of that Scuderia. Yeah, he is, because that is... Eden is in the pit. He's not going again. So he is utilising his future teammate, but he's backed off. Has he backed off? No, JP has backed off. He's going to go next lap. What is Max going to do here through sector 2? He is about a tenth up. He needs to find 3 tenths, but he did have that slide in sector 3 last go. And this is looking a lot more solid from the Kick Sauber driver. Can he improve on his place here? And we are looking at 4th, 1:16.782. Red Bull is on a lap. We've got just 45 seconds left. Smartico is up, 25 thousandths up, going through sector 2. Can he improve here? Only needs to find a couple of tenths, and this could propel him 4-5 places. That's how tight it is. Coming through to the finish line, and Smartico equals his time. It's been a while since I've seen that. JP restarted, and Decay has invalidated. Decay has invalidated coming through that last turn, and he was kind of on point with his lap. And it is coming through sector 2. Slayer Hart is sector 3, 9 tenths down. Simon is half a second. Oh no, that was half a second up. Now only a tenth up. He needs to, if he can find that time, it could potentially put him closer to. Looking at, so Ben is in the pits. Ali on the lap. Let's sit on board with our championship. Champion. Where is JP actually? JP coming through sector 2. Can he improve? He's down but close, and he only needs to find a tenth to push himself ahead of Tricker and Smartico. Smartico is not on a lap. So what can JP do here through sector 3? Sorry. Will he qualify in the top 10, or will he be starting just outside of it? We will know in about 7 seconds. And JP coming on the last turn in the Ferrari for this season and quali, and he goes 8th, a 1:17.245. So Smartico is not on a lap, Decay is not on a lap, and that is quali, guys. That is quali. We're not going to see any more improvements. Ali went second, a tenth down on his teammate. 11 thousandths up on Edin, and I mean, look at that. There's a quarter of a second separating the top 5. This is going to be some amazing action. Wow. And we have our grid, folks. It's going to be Red Bull starting in pole on the McLaren. It's a McLaren for lockout front row. Edin in the Ferrari 3rd, Slipstream in 4th. Max will be starting in 5th, 3rd row of the grid, next to Ben Hardy in the Aston Martin. Super Saiyan on his debut in the Red Bull in 7th will be sharing the 4th row with JP. In 8th in the Scuderia Ferrari. 9th Hijab, another solid top 10 qualifying from the Williams driver. We'll be sharing the 5th row with Tricker, a debutant here in the Late Breakers Club. Row 6 is going to be Smartico and Decay. Smartico and Mercedes, Decay in the Haas. Eddie will be starting directly behind his teammate in 13th, and we'll round off the rest of the grid in just a moment. So our last qualifying of the season. So row 7 will be shared between Eddie and Milster in the Visa Cash App. Then we've got 15th and 16th row 8 Maniac, debutant in the Alpine, along with Slayer Hart, and at the back starting 17th Simon Boakes in 18th. Guys, we're going to have a 5-minute break before we get going, and do not ready up. Get your strategies ready, but JP will tell everyone when to ready up. Do not ready up. Remember, it is a penalty if you do so. So we'll be getting going very shortly, guys, and we'll be right back. What a great qualifying session this looks like. It is going to be an amazing race. So many different battles to focus on, and I only have one set of eyes. I'm going to do my best, guys. My last stream here for the Friday Night League, as I will be joining as a full-time racer from next season, but rest assured I will be streaming on Saturdays, hosting and streaming on Saturdays, along with my trusted admin, Zima. It's going to be some great racing Friday and Saturdays. Can't wait to see what season 3 brings here in the Late Breakers Club. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back. Hello everyone, I am back and we will very shortly be getting going. Like I said, 50% race here at Portugal, 33 laps. So, safety car. Do I think we're going to get one? Yeah. 18 tracks, 18 cars on the track. Some very tight turns where drivers I do believe will lose it and collide with each other. But also the time differences between these drivers, it's so close. They are going to be battling hard and that will lead to incidences. Strategy, definitely a one stop. As you all know, I do never ever make tyre recommendations. Nope, just won't do it. But I will always comment once the race has started. I know what I would be choosing if I was doing this race. So, drivers are going to be sorting out their strategies, underfueling, overfueling, what the highs they're running, what they're looking to run. And here we go, two McLarens on the front row, and this is the season finale of the Late Breakers Club Season 2. And it's lights out and away we go. It is a good start by Red Bull. Ali what has happened to Ali? He has plummeted down to the bottom. I think he's looking to do a last first. So Red Bull holds first. He is pulling away. We've got a spun kick-sauber. That is Slayer Heart Decay as well down as Red Bull loses traction coming through to end of sector 1, and we're going to go 3 wide into that turn. Oh wow, that was close. Some great wheel-to-wheel racing here between the McLaren, the Kick-Sauber and the Scuderia. Edin Max, and Max takes the lead. That was bold. Was that track limits? I think so, but the Kick-Sauber driver up into first. Hijab up to 4th. What a start by the Williams driver. Let's have a look at tyres. What did people choose? Most starting on the softs, mediums. No one choosing the hards. I think that was a very wise decision. Portimao here. Hards will go the distance. You do not need to start on them. So, wow. What a start. I mean, position changes as we come around to the end of sector 1. And Hijab is closing on Red Bull. Has Red Bull got damage? I'm trying to look at his front wing. I am not seeing any damage at all. But Max nearly a second up on Red Bull already. He is going for it. Red Bull on the mediums. Maybe why he started. So Edin on the inside taking second from the McLaren. And yeah, it's amazing. Sorry guys, just bear with me one second. And Edin holding off, but the gap is growing here. The gap is growing. Tricker up to 6. Let's have a look at position changes. Tricker up 4. Hijab up 5. Maniac up 7. The Alpine's really repping here. Smartico up 1. Eddie up 2. Simon up 3. Boaks is up 2. No one has pitted through lap 1. Okay, so our leader currently Max up 4 places, 5th to 1st. Where is Ali? Ali is up to 10th, 12th. He did drop to the back, has gained 6 places already, has got ahead of JP, and is closing in on Eddie Dust. Looking to have a bit of fun as our champion, I think. Max holding strong now. Hijab is on the inside of Red Bull. Doesn't execute it though. Stays right behind. Now Slipstream has got Tricker right on his inside. On his back, sorry. We've had a collision there. That was Tricker. He's dropped a few places. Him and Slipstream running well. Ben Hardy now up to 5th and Super Saiyan up to 6th. Now, this is tight. Ben Hardy in 5th, Hijab holding still, and Edin is closing into Max. Can he break the DRS barrier? He's a quarter of a second up. It's going to be tight. Has Edin got DRS? Let's see. Eddie Dust picking up the first 3-second warning for track limits. Edin does have DRS, so does Hijab. Hijab looks around the outs. Wow! That was heart in mouth. The Williams driver up to 3rd. Now that will be track limits, I'm sure of it. He did get off the throttle, but Ben Hardy holding on to 5th. Some great driving there. We've got some pits. We've got Tricker and Slipstream both pitting. What are they going to put on to is my question. We will see. So lap 4, Max out in the lead, but Edin closing. Red Bull in 4th, has lost some time to Hijab, but the battle for 5th is on. We've got Super Saiyan and Smartica within DRS range. We've got Manic has overtaken our reigning champ, Ali Ali. Oh, I thought it was going to be a collision there between the two. Eddie Dust right on the back of Ali Ali as well, who is getting through the field. However, not as fast as I might have expected. We've got a yellow flag, and that is going to be... Is that Slayer Heart and Decay again? I'm inclined to say yes. We've had 3 drivers pit. Softs for Tricker. Slipstream is going to go distance on the Hearts, as is Millstar. Max has got Edin right on his rear wing. Hijab has broken free of Red Bull. Ben Hardy is closing on Red Bull, and Edin to the inside. That DRS power so powerful down the straight, and Edin up to 1st. Now, Smartica has got past Super Saiyan into 6th, as has Ali Ali got past Manique. So, has Eddie got the move done? Yes, he has. JP just on the back of this battle. A DRS train from 8th to 12th. Simon up to 12th. Slayer and Decay working together to get back onto the back of his pack and doing not too badly actually. Boaks only 3.5 seconds ahead of Slayer. Now, Smartica is still within DRS range of Ben Hardy. He's going to want to be able to hold that. Max is keeping with Edin. Are we just going to see another change around between the Kicksauber and the Ferrari here? Edin just seeming to have a bit more through sector 2 as he pulls this out to 0.8 of a second. Red Bulls and Hijab lapping kind of quid pro quo here, but a fantastic performance from Hijab. Now, I think this DRS train is stringing out a bit. Smartica 9 down. Super Saiyan 8 down. I think Ben Hardy's going to be okay. We've got Max 4 down on Edin. He was unable to get that move done. We've got Simon and Bugs passing Manique. Manique is pitting. Has he got damage? Let's have a look at the Alpine driver. Let's see. Has he got damage? Is he coming in for fresh tyres, or is it a front wing change too? It is a front wing change. Super unfortunate for the Alpine driver here. But Edin and Max just 3 separating the 2 drivers. Red Bull is now back within the DRS range of Hijab. Are these mediums starting to come into play? It's a question. We've got Smartica on the softs, Super Saiyan on the mediums, and Ben Hardy on the softs. Ben holding his own here. We've got Simon on the back of JP. He's on the hards. JP at the soft, sorry. JP on the mediums. Now, where have we got? Max is just half a second off at Edin. He's closing. 4 attempts, 3 attempts. Is he going to go for the move? Looks to the inside. Turn 1. Holds it. But Edin is not going to give up without a fight. We've got Red Bull closing in on her jab, just 4 attempts behind now. Ben Hardy holding off Smartica and Super Saiyan, but they are closing in. As is Ali Ali. We've got Slipstream and Manique. They're going to be battling shortly. What has Manik pitted on? He's gone on to hard, so he's going to go distance. I think he's looking to go distance. Tricker, 5 seconds down the road, but he will need to stop again. Those softs are not going the distance. So, Slipstream, a 3-second penalty for track limit. Second driver to do so. But Slipstream does get the move done on Manik. Can he now start to close the gap to drivers ahead? This is a spin in sector 2. It's a McLaren. It's going to be Red Bull. Red Bull is... Has he got damage? No, he does not. He's just lost it through that turn. Eddie coming around the inside. Gets the move done for 8th position. So, Eddie running wide and Red Bull taking that position back. Ali is now onto the back of his battle for 4th. Manik getting a 3-second penalty for track limits there. Starting to come in and come in quickly. Can Ali get the move done on Super Saiyan? Don't. Ben Hardy defending well, getting off the main line. However, Ali holding it. Red Bull not needing the pit, but he has lost a lot of time to the drivers ahead. JP now on the back of his battle between Eddie and Red Bull. And we've got Boaks up to 12th. Oh, hello. Ali, and very nice line there through the turn just before the DRS straight. I want to say turn 4. As we come down the hill and he gets the move on Super Saiyan done next. Smartica. Max and Eddie battling. Max still holding first. Hijab just a couple of seconds behind them. A solid drive. We've got a yellow flag. Is that Hijab? That is Hijab. He's around commentator's curve. He's around that track. That turns so hard if you're not using traction. And I thought Ali was going to have a look down the inside there. Had to compromise his line a little bit. But Hijab down to 7th. Ben Hardy in the Aston Martin driving his backside off. 3rd right now. And I thought he was going to get the slip on Smartica there, but that little wobble through that turn has cost him the ability to escape DRS. However, will this hold up Ali in his comeback? Now, Edin on the back of Max. He's closing. Is he closing quick enough? I don't think so. Max holds first at lap 9 of 33 here. Who's going to be the first lead driver to take a penalty? We've got Ali. These guys. Oh, what a beautiful line there from Super Saiyan. That was beautiful. We've got Boats getting past Simon, Eddie getting past JP, and Red Bull starting to drop these guys. Now Red Bull is on the back of this DRS train, this 6-car DRS train. 6-car DRS train from 3rd all the way down to 8th. Ali gets the move done on the inside of Smartica down the DRS straight. It's next side, Ben. How long, if at all, can Ben hold off our champion? Started in 2nd, dropped to 18th, and is already by lap 9 up to 4th. A stellar performance from the McLaren driver. 8 seconds down the road of Edin and Max. Is Edin going to hold off? Sorry, not Edin. Ali going to hold off here? Yes, he is, but it's going to take something monumental from Ben Hardy as Ali gets such a great line out of that turn. Moving to the battle for first. Edin is going to get past here. Ali on the outside. Ben is pitting. I think perfect time to pit there. The softs will be going. They're going to be like 30-40% wet. Hijab as well. We are starting to see pits now. Smartica. Can he stick with Ali here? Will Max get the move done here? He's easing that throttle. They're both on soft tyres. What can Ali gain with clean air now? And who will be the first to pit? Or will they both pit together? Smartica struggling to keep up with our championship leader and champion. Could that put him at risk at Super Saiyan if he can't hold DRS? He's still got half a lap to the main DRS straight. Is he going to be able to hold with the Mercedes? Sorry, with the McLaren Mercedes. And it looks like this is going to be another swap around. And I think Ali has got it done. He's not closing much on Max and Edin. He's 7.9 at the start of lap now, down to 7.6. But Max is going to have DRS unless they both choose to pit. Oh, I thought Edin was going to fake it there. Fake it till you make it. And here comes Max. He has drained his battery to get that move done. I think he wants to get in the pits before Edin. Super Saiyan has dropped a bit as well. 7/10 down on Smarticum. He got DRS. Maybe there was a slight error there. JP on the back of Eddie. For the battle for current 7th. JP back, so I think that was sensible. Doesn't need to push it. We're still only on lap 11. Those mediums are going to go double this distance. Now, Simon. Still on his original softs. They're going to be starting to feel it. I think the softs are going to be dropping off now. And he's trying to close in on Boak's. Boak's up to 9th. A solid drive from the Williams. Obviously still to pit. Tricker has now pitted. He has dropped it. He's going to maybe go onto the mediums. I would presume... Is he going on the mediums? Yes, he is. He's going onto the mediums. Millstone is 17th. He is going the distance. Oh, caught a lot of curb there, which compromises his exit speed. Slipstream on the back of Manique. 12 seconds behind Hijab, who's right on the back of Ben Hardy. Ben Hardy was 4th. Hijab utilising these fresh mediums, utilising that practice. The mediums are going to go the distance from here. The tyre wear on these tyres is crazy. The battle for 4th is right up. Smartica has got Super Saiyan and Red Bull within DRS range. Is Super Saiyan going to get the move done into turn 1? Goes to the outside. And yes, he does. Smartica defending with what he could, but it was not enough. That DRS straight is so powerful. 2.5 seconds down on Edin, on Valley Ali, who is closing in on Edin and Max. They are battling hard, and Ali Ali has closed in over 1.5 seconds that last lap. Oh, Smartica getting a little bit wavy out of that turn. And he's got Red Bull right on his rear wing. Have to be careful. The Mercedes and McLaren battling hard. Smartica needs to close his gap to Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan on the medium. Smartica on 12 up. Old softs. They're going to be feeling it. And Smartica's lost the ERS. Is this going to allow Red Bull? Is this Smartica's chance to get into the pits? Is it his time to get into the pits now? Edin and Max still out on lap 13. Lap 13, yep. Is Smartica going to give it? Nope, he is going along with these tyres as well. And Red Bull on the inside gets the move done. Closing in on Super Saiyan. 7 temps now. 6 temps. Max and Edin once again swapping places, but all of this is doing is costing them so much time. When is one of them going to go for the undercut? That is my question. So where have we got any other battles? We've got Hijab and Ben battling. Hijab has got past Ben on those faster mediums. Better line there for Ben out of turn 3. And looks down the inside into turn 4. Outbreaks himself. Does Hijab get the cut back? He does. Hijab gets the cut back. Holds 12th. Yeah. Battle for 4th still going on between Super Saiyan and Red Bull. Smartica's tyres have dropped. Is it time to get off both softs? He's lost 1.5 seconds to Red Bull this lap alone. Edin makes the dive. He has pitted. Edin in the pits. He will be going on the mediums. What about Smartica? Staying out. Smartica is staying out. Red Bull now up to 3rd on track. And I'm going to be interested to see what sort of lap times we're seeing between Max and Ali Ali. So sector 1, 23.1. Ali Ali 23.2, so Max faster through sector 2. Sector 1, sorry. Booked to a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Red Bull 3rd, just 3.6 seconds behind his teammate. Ben and Hijab still battling hard, losing over 1 second a lap to Decay. Oh, that was a bit too much curve from Ben. That's going to compromise his exit speeds. We got Manic past Simon and Slayerheart into turn 1, turn 2 maybe. But the Alpine driver up to 13th place, 8.5 seconds down the road is Eddie Dust. Slayer past Simon? Yes, he is. Slipstream catching onto the back of his battle, and he's cut that corner. That was, I'm guessing, survival. Rather than go into someone, let's get it done. Max, no surprise, pits, as does Ali Ali. That to me is surprising. Maybe he's really running those tyres hard. Red Bull now taking the lead. Where is Edding going to come out? Is he going to come out ahead of Max? And if so, by how much? Max is leaving his pit box latter part, but I do believe Edding is going to get that move done on Max. It's going to be close. He's got it done. It's going to be a second at least in there. And Edding, 2.3 seconds ahead of Max. Fantastic undercut by the Scuderia Ferrari driver. Did Max leave it too late? Ali just 4.9 seconds behind him. Has pitted onto the hards. And Hijab now starting to lose Ben Hardy. He's 9 tenths up nearly. We've got Slayer Hart, Manique and Slipstream all passing. Yeah, we've had a pit stop, that's why. But this battle between the three drivers, Slayer, Manique and Simon, is hotting up. Slipstream really seeming to be struggling here. Those hard tyres, are they starting to fade a little bit? I mean, not in terms of wear, but in terms of performance. I mean, this is a good battle for 12th place on the track. Slayer getting the move done on Manique. 9.3 seconds now down the road is Eddie, who is closing in on his teammate. Both have pitted. Has Eddie pitted? Stopped. Everyone besides Boaks, JP, Super Saiyan and Red Bull have pitted. Okay, cool. So Boaks has he got DRS here from Eddie? Let's see. Yes, he has. He's going to get a chance to go down the Scuderia. Max, 2.6 seconds behind. I think Boaks has got Max that lap as he's been warming his hards up. Sorry, Max is on the stop medium. Boaks. Hijab picking up that 3-second penalty for track limits as well. How quickly can Edding catch up to his team? Now is JP going long on these mediums? I've done 25 laps on these mediums. They are a good race tyre, but when does it become efficient? Is it worth the sacrifice to go onto the soft rather than be on the hards for longer with such little wear? I think about less than 1% a lap here at Portimao. Red Bull starting to pull away from Super Saiyan. 2-second gap now. And Max has got past Boaks. I'm thinking there must have been there because the Boak has dropped about 2.5 seconds there. So Max now behind Edding. He's 2.2 behind him. Edding 119.7. Max at 119.3. He's closing. Where have we got any battles? We've got Ali Ali and Hijab. Bit of a lock up there from Hijab. He is closing on the McLaren, and worth noting that Ali Ali is now 10 seconds down the road from Edding. Those hards not paying dividends for the McLaren driver. Is Hijab going to get the move done on our champion through this DRS straight? I would be surprised if he doesn't. He shows some serious pace on those mediums. Sorry, I'm going to be rooting for Williams. I'm driving for him next season. Oops, as my controller slips out of my lap. And Hijab behind Ali Ali. He's got the slipstream. He moves to the inside. Ali Ali knows the grip's on the outside. There's a bit of contact there. Thankfully, no wing damage for Ali Ali. And Hijab gets the move done. That's definitely going to be track limits. Full throttle and wide. That's going to be track limits. But Edin has got past his teammate. Edin has closed down. He is now only 8.5 seconds behind Red Bull. Red Bull still to pit. So Edin comfortably. Slipstream is out. Slipstream has pitted in. Got into the pits and retired. Our first retirement of the race. The Aston Martin driver just not getting on with the circuit. And Edin is flying. 5.3 behind Super Saiyan. Will he catch up before they pit? Because it looks like these guys are going long. 25, like maybe 22, 23 laps. Max on the back of his next season teammate JP, both of whom moving to McLaren. Is he going to get moved on? A 119 flat for Edin, a 119.7 for Max. He's lost nearly a second there to the flying Scuderia. Gap 2.5 seconds. JP not battling there. JP down to 5th. Hijab still battling with Ali Ali as Ben Hardy gets a 10-second penalty. He's been disqualified. Ben Hardy has been disqualified for facing the wrong way. What has happened there? He's come out of that last turn and he is out. Ben Hardy, the two Aston Martins, one lap after another, out. Max 2.4 behind Edin now. The two Aston Martins out in back-to-back laps. 0 points. Such a shame to the end of the season for Lawrence Stroll's team. 52.839. Max is half a second up on his fastest lap. Is this going to be the fastest lap? He did get DRS off of JP at the start of the lap. He's down to 2 seconds behind Edin, who is 3.7 and closing every lap on Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan currently 121 flat. Edin closing 2 seconds a lap. 1.3 that lap. Max a 118. He closed 1.1 seconds that lap, setting the fastest lap of the race as well, and gaining nearly 4 seconds on JP. Ali Ali now. Boats has pit. Hijab still on the back of Ali Ali. I think if anyone had asked Ali, Hijab at the start of the season, he'd be keeping pace with the champion, obviously, he would have said no. But the improvement by this young man, I just, yeah, love it. I absolutely love it. Can't wait to see what he can bring to it next season. But right now, I mean, Hijab is sitting de facto 4th. De facto 4th, maybe. I mean, penalties, but solid drive from the Williams driver. Well, so we've got any battles? We've got Slayer, Hart and Simon. They started to separate a bit, about 2 seconds separating. Milster is closing up to Boakes. Boakes has just pitted. Boakes is pitted onto the soft. Are they going to go 13 now? They can. They're going to hurt. They're going to hurt towards the end. I feel like it was a bit too early to pit onto soft. Decay on the hards, 5 seconds down the road. Tricker on the mediums. He's struggling to get that time back. The two soft strategy. As Red Bull pits, he will be going onto the soft. So Super Saiyan. And this gives Edin the lead. Max will come up to second. What are we looking at? About 2 seconds difference? Yep, 2 seconds difference on track. Ali Ali has now dropped Hijab. Or has he? He has dropped Hijab out of DRS. And Hijab up to 4th. What about Red Bull? Red Bull now coming out. He has got, I'd say that's 7-8 seconds to catch up here. Another 3. Hijab is pushing. He is pushing and that's making mistakes. Now, Hijab has got 5.6 seconds to Smartica. Smartica doesn't have any penalties, so he's currently de facto 4th on track, but it's tight. Super Saiyan and Eddie battling as they come out the pits. No, Eddie. Those are not new tyres, are they? No, Eddie on 9 lap olds, mediums. So, Super Saiyan coming out battling, and he has got past Eddie. Can he now progress towards Smartica and Red Bull? Red Bull is closing in on Smartica like crazy. 8 tenths of a second now. Ali Ali, 10 seconds. We've got. Sorry, I thought we had another retirement Ben leaving the session. Max, 2 seconds back at that. 1 lap later pit stop. Both drivers running medium tyres. Adi now 12 seconds down on the leading pair. We've got Red Bull, he is on the back of Smart Car. Is he going to get this move done? Smart Car is closing on Hijab as well, 5 seconds as well. So Hijab's penalties are going to cost him. Could very easily drop to 6th here. And Red Bull gets the move done on the Mercedes. 11 laps to go here at Portugal, our season finale. Got some more comments. Let's have a look on the stream. Who is it? My car fell through the track and glitched, got DSQ'd. That's really sorry to hear about, Ben. Not the best end of the season for Aston Martin, but hopefully you'll come back stronger next season. Like that won't happen next season, and can't wait to see you on track next season, buddy. So Red Bull is pulling away from Smart Car, 8/10 up now. We've got Eddie and Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan has got past Eddie, obviously. And can Eddie keep within DRS range? It's going to be close. DRS here worth so much. Good line there from Super Saiyan and the Red Bull. Only Red Bull driver on the track today? Yes, he is. We've got Millstone and Racing Bulls. So 10 laps to go. Eden leads the race. Max is closing in at a 10th or so a lap. We'll get him now. At the end of the day, it would get him into within the RS range, and we know how much that's worth. 1:18.6.35 for Red Bull, setting the fastest lap of the race. 3.8 seconds behind the jab. Ali in third, 12 seconds down on Max, nearly. Hijab 1.7 behind him. Manic picking up another 3 second penalty for track limits. We will look at the penalty situation later, as always, guys. Red Bull in 5th, Smart Car 6th, Super Saiyan on his debut in 7th for the Red Bull. Eddie in 8th, Slayer in 9th, JP 10th. Will be determined to finish the season on a high, gaining points for the Scuderia in his last race for them. Simon 11th, just a couple of seconds down. Bokes in 12th. Decay getting past Millstar on the DRS straight. Sorry, Millstar pitting, my apologies. But he did technically get past him on the DRS straight. Bokes picks up a 3 second penalty for track limits. Manic in 14th, 7.4, that's definitely going to be a track limit. Tricker, the Alpine drivers side by side. Can Tricker now get past his teammate JP, a 3 second penalty for track limit? He is now at risk of losing out to Simon. Simon just 1.5 behind. He is going to need to utilise Slayer here. He's going to need to get something done. Oh, that was a very early break. Very clean driving, but very placid there from JP. And Simon has closed in 4/10 just in those couple of corners. JP is going to go for the move. Yes. DRS open. But just look at that power difference. Wow. So Smart Car Red Bull closing down on Hijab 1.7 seconds. But Smart Car, solid performance by the Mercedes driver in 5th, de facto 5th. He's only 4.1 behind Hijab, and he is closing. So Hijab is going to come under pressure shortly. Ed is starting to pull out a gap over Max. 2.4 now, was 2 seconds about a lap and a half ago. 9 laps to go here at Portimao. And Red Bull within striking range of Hijab. 7/10. Hijab 3 seconds behind Ali. Looking like we're going to have at least one podium. We're going to have a podium here from McLaren. Question being, who is it going to be? Red Bull is closing on Ali, his teammate. Hijab pits. Has he got damage, or is he going for the fastest lap? That is surprising. I guess he is going for the fastest lap. He has shown some decent pace here today. But another battle. We've got Bokes on the back of Simon. JP has got 4 seconds over Simon. Simon losing some serious pace. Bokes to the inside on the very dirty part of the track. Anyone coming out of the pits? No. Bokes, can he get towards the racing line? That is running very well. Full throttle. That's definitely going to be track limits. That could as well be. That could be double whammy on track limits, but a very, very aggressive overtake from the Williams driver. But he does take 10th on track. Down the road. Slayer Hart, 2.8 seconds down the road. Slayer on mediums, Boaks on softs, Simon on mediums, Hijab just a second behind these guys, 1.1 seconds fresh softs, 9 laps to go. But Edin driving a superb race, edging that gap ever so slightly. I'd say it's been about a second over the last 3 laps. He's just starting to edge out the Kicksauber driver, but this will be Max's best result of the season, and a deserved one. Some great driving. He's had some great battles already in the previous races, notably Qatar, but a solid drive for the Kicksauber driver thus far. Can he keep it together for next 7 to take his best result of the season and his last in the Kicksauber? Could it be a double points finish for the Kicksauber team? Slayer Hart has no penalties. It's 3.1 behind. As we watch Hijab getting past Simon, closing in on his teammate, catching a bit of curb there, but Hijab with those fresh offs, and Boaks just moves out the way. Is he going to hold Simon? I think so. Now Boaks could utilise the DRS he's going to get here from Hijab. So great driving there, great teamwork between the two Williams drivers. Hoping to see something of a similar kind next season. So very excited about next season. We are here at Late Breakers Club very excited about season 3 here. We're expanding another day of racing. It's going to be a great league to be a part of, and thank you so much to everyone joining. You know, loads of people joining, wanting to race, great quality racing. No safety cars, lap 27 and 33, not a single safety car, not even a virtual safety car. Now Simon, Boaks is holding on to it, but Hijab is pulling out. He's already cleared DRS of Boaks, and Hijab is closing in on Slayer. Now let's have a look at the penalty situation. I want to see. We've got 3 seconds for Eddie and JP, so they're battling. I mean, there's 5 seconds separating them, but they're running on the same penalties. Slayer Hart down in 9th, 3 no penalties. Hijab in 10th on 6th with Boaks. Is Simon going to get past Boaks here? Obi is not. He's going to get held up for another lap then. Now Manik has got 12 seconds of penalty. His teammate just behind him with 3 seconds, but Milstar is closing in on him. He's only 3 seconds behind. And Manik on the outside of Decay, definitely in line with more traction, and bam! Gets the move done, up to 13th on track, but he has got the most penalties battling with. He needs to get a move on those softs. Now Hijab is past Slayer down to 10th, but 5 laps to go. Can Hijab pull out the 6 seconds he needs on Slayer to get that 9th position? That is the question. Red Bull is closing in on his teammate. He's only 1.5 behind Ali Ali, 9/10 off of his fastest lap. Could Red Bull take the podium from his teammate, the champion, Ali Ali, in the last few laps? Let's see. Just got Slipstream commentating in the chat on the YouTube, and his worst start in history. I didn't see it, mate. Feel free to submit some footage, but yeah, I didn't see it, I'm afraid. It was kind of, I was a bit surprised by Ali Ali's start more so than anything. And he's going to rue having done that. I mean, it's obviously all for fun now. He's the champion, no one can catch him. But is he going to lose out on the podium? If this would be his first finish in the Late Breakers Club where he doesn't podium, if he doesn't today. But having come back from 18th place, you know, he's not terrible. So, Super Saiyan is closing in on Smartica. He's only 9/10 behind him now. Hijab is 2.1 behind JP. He's got 2.5 over Slayer, who has got past Boaks. No, who was ahead of Boaks. Boaks still holding Simon. Simon is losing so much time here, and he has lost. He's even out the RS range of Boaks. Has he got wing damage is the question. No, he doesn't. The Williams driver is just putting together a very solid performance here. So can Hijab catch up to the likes of JP, get past him, and potentially gain those 3 seconds? JP on soft. Let's have a look at the tyre situation. 8 lap compared to 4 lap old softs. But Hijab showing some serious pace around this track. Super Saiyan in DRS of Smartica. Red Bull will be, I think, of his teammate in the next lap or so. And just 4 laps to go here. Ali's getting a little bit out of sorts out of that turn, and his teammate closing in. Ali also picking up a 3-second time penalty for track limits. I don't think I've seen that from the McLaren driver all season. Max driving a very sensible race now, 4 seconds behind Eden. Did not have the pace of the Ferrari driver today, and that undercut from Eden, pure masterclass. Great timing, got the lap, boom. Red Bull on the back of his teammate. Red Bull moving to the outside onto the racing line where there's more grip, gets the move done on the McLaren. Up to 3rd for Red Bull, who did spin earlier, dropping himself several positions. Now we've got Super Saiyan on the inside of Smartica. Is there going to be contact? Wow, great racing there from the two. The Red Bull getting past the Mercedes driver. What a move, what racing. There could have so easily been a collision there. Hijab and JP battling up. Smartica with a 3-second penalty, but he's got his teammate Eddie 8.5 seconds down the road. I think he's going to be okay. Hijab is the man on the move here. He's got 3.5 laps. JP not getting the best of exits out of that turn. Hijab with DRS to the inside. Who's braking later? Hijab's got inside line, and JP's got the traction out of the turn. There's contact between nothing untoward, just a little bit of bumper to bumper, and Hijab around the outside. That was a gutsy move. That's not like Alonso going around 130 with Schumacher. That looks so much like that. He has children, he has to brake. I love that comment by Fernando about Schumacher. Yes, no. So can Hijab now start to close out his 5 seconds? But if he can pull out 2.5 seconds, 3 laps to go, 2 seconds he needs on JP. Let's see what the timing difference is. Say Hart picking up a 3-second penalty for track limits as well. So we've got a yellow flag. That is an Alpine. That is going to be Tricker. Now JP closing. Can he keep the pace of the Williams though? We've got Ali sticking with Red Bull, but there is that 3-second time penalty. Smartica on the back of Super Saiyan, but he also has a penalty. The time penalties are really running in now. Excuse me. Milster 2.8 behind Decay. Decay will be racing, I believe, in the Mercedes next season. Red Bull has that. Oh, this has just got interesting. The two McLarens both have 3-second penalties. Now the battle is on. Who will be getting that podium? Is it going to be Ali or is it going to be Red Bull? Ali is holding with his teammates. And now the gloves are off. I think Tricky is now coming into the pits. Is this going to be a lane retirement? Yes, it is. Our 3rd retirement of the day, also 2nd retirement, 3rd DNF of the day. But this is going to be the battle to watch. 2 laps to go here at Portimao. But we've also got Smartica still on the back of Super Saiyan, not being able to close that gap, and Super Saiyan having that. Now Hijab is about 1.2 ahead of JP. He's got 2 laps to find 2 seconds. JP, importantly, is out of DRS range. Can Hijab start to progress forward? And we've got Milster on the back of Decay. This is for position, no penalties between the two drivers, and they're only about, this will be for 13th because Maniac ahead of him has got 18 seconds of penalties. So unless there's no collision, one of these two will be 13th today. Now Ali is keeping with his teammate, but he's not able to progress. The softs just being such a faster tyre here. Now this is going to be the last lap of season 2 here in the Late Breakers Club, and I think that little wobble there has probably just cost Ali the podium. Smartica, can he get the move done on Super Saiyan? Max has picked up a 3-second penalty as well, but he has got a big gap to Red Bull. It's not even going to matter unless he makes a wobble. Ali unable to get that move done. Smart car to the inside on those mediums, gets the move done on the Red Bull driver. Hijab now 3.2 seconds ahead of JP and pushing. He has got past the Ferrari, 3.3 second lead, 3 seconds of penalties. He just needs to now keep with JP, no errors, and 8th place is his in the Williams, having 2 stops today. Super Saiyan just needing to stick with him, but we're going to sit on board with our race leader. I feel like we must. It's been a solid race from the Scuderia driver as we come around sector 3 for the last time. Solid driving, no mistakes on. The key being that undercut for the pit stop. That one lap made all the difference. Oh, are we seeing a premature celebration from Ed in there? But it is going to be Ed in B. He's going to take the checkered flag here at Portimao. Max will come along, hopefully. Yes, he does. He crosses the finish line in second. Who is going to get it? Is it going to be Ali, or is it going to be Red Bull for the podium? And they cross in unison together. Smartica will finish 5th on track, but it will be demoted to 6th because Super Saiyan has completed this race without a penalty. And Eddie next. Hijab closed it in. Eddie will take 7th, 6th and 7th for the Mercedes drivers. Some solid points there for the team. Hijab 8th, 2 stopping. JP will take 9th. Slayer Hart will take 10th. Boakes in 11th, but will Simon pip him? I think so. Simon is going to pip him. Simon takes 11th. Boakes demoted to 12th due to track limits penalties. Maniac will finish 13th on track, however will be demoted to 15th. Millstar 14th. Now for some reason Ali has just DNF, but we saw that he finished and he finished in 4th, so we definitely had a glitch in the lobby there, but Ali definitely finished in 4th. He did cross the line, we saw it. So driver name Hijab, 2 stopping, 8th, 4 points for the Williams team, much needed points. Hijab, our driver of the day, as voted for by EA Sports. But that is it. That is season 2 of the Late Breakers Club. Am I surprised, Edin? Yeah, of course I'm surprised that you won. I mean, you're rubbish. Just kidding. Congratulations, Edin. It was a superb drive, no mistakes, and a solid performance. Well done to the Scuderia Ferrari driver, who tops the podium. Max in 2nd. Red Bull 3rd. Ali did cross the line in 4th. We saw it on the stream, but for some reason the lobby glitched, so I do believe Ali will get 4th. Super Saiyan 5th. Smartica 6th. Eddie 7th. Hijab 8th. JP 9th. Slayer Hart 10th. Simon 11th. Boakes 12th. Milster 13th. Decay 14th. Maniac rounding off the finishers in 15th place. Ali we did see finish. Key to point that out. Our retirees today: Tricker, Slipstream, and Ben Hardy, who was disqualified after being turned around by the track. And that is it, guys. That is season 2 of the Late Breakers Club Friday night wrapped up. Congratulations to all of our racers, and a great season it has been. So well done. That is that, guys. We will be back in 2 weeks. To start off season 3. Next season is pre-season testing. It's a 50% race, 18-minute qualifying at Spain. It's going to be a great session. New teams, new drivers, and stay tuned, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other. I know we're now staying on for a 5-lap lobby to kind of celebrate the end of the season. If anyone does want to join in, you're welcome to do so. It's just going to be a bit of fun, some spins around, some letting our hair down. If I had any, I would definitely let my hair down, but it has been a great season, and well done to all of the drivers. So well done. Yeah, take care of yourselves, guys. Bye.